Good morning. It's Crazything here. Let's go to work. Look at this. Look at the fog out this morning. Isn't that beautiful? This right here, this is why I own my own business. I'm the Airbrush guy. In case you didn't already know. I'm the one that did this on the back of my truck. I did that. I'm also the one that did this. Isn't that awesome? Look at that fog back there. Gorgeous, beautiful morning. Take my time going on this long commute to work. Guys, I love what I do. I know I say it probably every video, but man, it's a beautiful thing. Be able to come to your own shop, set your own hours, work at your own pace, do what you love to do. It's something everybody should have that chance to do, but unfortunately, that's not how it works. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody's built for it, and that's okay. Something we wanted to talk to you about in this video. See if I can find some lighting here where I don't look too ridiculous. It is early. I've got coffee over here cooling off for me. Ain't that right, George? George is keeping an eye on everything for me. Wild Thing's still here, don't worry. There's Wild Thing and Little George. They're back there hanging out. I do have a couple projects from yesterday to show you, but I wanted to talk to you about owning your own business. What it takes. I can tell you, I can promise you, if you're going to get anywhere, you better have that drive. You better have that fire inside you. I work 25 hours a day, 8 days a week up here. What's my next thing? What am I going to do next? What am I going to do business-wise? You know, how do I need to make sales? How do I need to advertise? It's not just about your product. People tell me my artwork is good. That's amazing. I'm glad. It'd be a much harder business if I wasn't any good at it. But you know what? There's a lot of people out there that aren't any good at it but still run a business. Why? Because they sell themselves. There's some people that could sell snow to an Eskimo in Antarctica. I don't know how they do it. But you do need to be a salesman. You need to know how to advertise, marketing, and then you gotta know how to budget. Figure the money part out. Be good with numbers. There's a lot to it. Not just awesome artwork. There is a lot to it. So prepare yourself for that. Airplane. Adapt and overcome. Be ready for things that are going to take the wind out from you. You better be ready for that. And then something else that you got to be ready for. If you're going to own your own business, you better figure out what are you going to do 6 months from now? You know, what do you need and how much work do you need to pay your bills? A lot of people don't see that. I'm not going to be too long-winded here, but something to think about. Whatever your product is, whatever it is you're making, whatever it is you're selling, how many of those do you really need every single week? In order to, what is your number? You need to come up with that number. I've got a number. And with the economy, my number has gotten higher. But what is that number you need to reach every week? Not just this week, because I know when everybody gets all excited during that honeymoon phase of the business, that, you know, their brothers and sisters and mom and dad and cousins and next door neighbors have all supported you and bought work from you, and it feels great, and you're like, wow, I could make a business out of this. Well, what are you going to do during them slow times when, you know, not everybody's there to, or they've already gotten so many of your products, and, or, you know, the new wears off? What are you going to do during those times? Who are you going to sell to? Where's your client base? How big of a following do you have? So just something to think about, guys. That's why I'm so versatile. If I only airbrush shirts, I'd never make it. If I only airbrushed motorcycles, I'd never make it. I got to be willing to do it all. And then I've got to be able to do the scary stuff. And then when the scary stuff doesn't sell, I need to be working on the cute stuff. And then this one. We'll take care of that one since he's on camera. That's the one I did yesterday. A wife ordered that for her husband. That's her husband's car. You know, just sitting on my easel here is a car, a horse, and a dragon. All on one spot. I mean, when do you ever see that happen? Ooh, church bells. All right, my next one is just some words. So now, with this piece, it's not extravagant by any means. The art's not really there, but I did it. Here's the other part is you need to be able to do customer service. You need to figure out what the customers want. Communication. They told me they wanted a name. They wanted hip-hop style letters. And that's what they got. Senior Draz. I have no backstory on this. They didn't have a specific font. They didn't add anything to it. So business-wise, they got exactly what they wanted and what they asked for. I did add a couple music notes on here because they said he was a musician. And that was it. I think it's a little plain. Hopefully that's what they were going for. You gotta figure that stuff out as you go, guys. And yeah, I'm not here to detour you away from it. You know, I'm here to tell you what it takes. And it takes a lot. I have the support of so many people in this world that is absolutely amazing. But without those people, the people like you who watch this video, the people that comment on my Facebook, my TikTok, my Instagram, people that share, people that do this and talk about me to their friends and to their family. Like, I know this guy, he can airbrush that. Just knowing who I am allows you to bring me up in conversation when somebody's like, man, I wish I had a hoodie with that on it. And you're like, oh, hey, I know a guy. and then boom, I've got a sale. And of course, my family. My family supports me in everything I do. My family's probably tired of hearing about me talk about airbrushing because I do so many projects in a day. You know, they don't want to see every single project, but they support me. They go where I go, and they love the smile on my face it creates, and they know that it puts bread on the table for them. So it all works out really good. But you need to love what you do. If you're second guessing that, you may want to look into something else. You see a lot of businesses fail because they're not passionate about what they do. They're passionate about chasing that dollar. That's different. I get to impact the lives of people using my artwork. I'm passionate about that, and I'll remain so as long as I live. And I'll continue to do this as long as you allow it. As long as the airplanes keep going over, as long as the trains keep coming, all at the same time. I don't know how much of that you guys can hear. I hear it every day. You can expect the same video and audio quality from me I don't think I'm going to get a director and producer and sound guy anytime soon. George over here just, he doesn't have it in him. Guys, I'm going to get off here and get this stuff packed up, take it to the post office, start on the next project. I'll see you in the next one.